All right, a lot of people happy here this morning, including the former mayor of San Diego, Jerry Sanders, who is now the CEO and president of the San Diego Chamber of Commerce. Jerry, good morning.
Good morning, Dan.
We are going to talk about this jobs tax in just a second, but we can't, we got to start with the Chargers and the Aztecs.
It was a great weekend.
Wow.
I was out working in the yard, killing myself, and neighbors kept coming by saying Chargers won, and then came by and said Aztecs won, and I thought, what a great day.
Wow, a 1-2 punch there.
Yeah, it was.
And who would have thought?
Well, and for the Chargers to beat them 27-10 was unbelievable because they were down at halftime, so it was great.
Is this going to help them get that stadium?
Let's
just jump right to it.
You know, it never hurts to have a good season.
It does not hurt to be a winning team.
Get that conversation going again.
All right. So let's talk about this jobs tax. I know that you have been out standing out in front of stores, like you just said you promised yourself you would never do. But you're doing it again, campaigning against this jobs tax. First of all, tell us what this is. And I know that you guys think that it kills jobs.
Well, you know, we've had a lot of small business owners come in and say they simply can't afford any more taxation. And this, if they want to expand, they want a new location, it costs them a lot of money. So, for instance, if they want a 10,000 square foot building of any type, it's going to cost them about $42,000 in additional fees. You can't finance that, so that has to come right out of your pocket. And we know that people are saying we're not expanding in San Diego. We'll have to go to other cities, and San Diego is the only city in the region that has that job tax.
Yeah. Or other states.
Well, it's ridiculous. We're trying to attract more jobs, to build more jobs, and then to start taxing it just makes no sense whatsoever.
Okay, so $42,000 for 10,000. What is it now? That's what it would be, $42,000.
Well, it is as of December 24th. That went into effect.
Okay, and that is about a 500% increase. Is that what it is?
It's between 500% and about 750%. For instance, a warehouse would be about 800% increase in that tax. On a building downtown, it would probably be about 500%, between 375 and 500.
Right.
It's a huge tax increase.
Yeah, and like you say, we're trying to attract business. On the flip side of this, that money is supposed to go to pay for affordable housing for people who can't afford it, and I think that was the whole theory and philosophy behind this.
Well, it is the theory and philosophy behind it. It's supposed to go for workforce housing. So people who work in those buildings could get some type of subsidized housing. But, you know, the Jobs Coalition, which is about 50 business organizations, met over 40 times over a 2-year period, put forward 20 alternatives to actually fund it at a level that would help affordable housing, because we all think affordable housing is necessary. Okay. And the council said, no, we're not doing any of those. We're simply going to slap this tax on without realizing what it's going to do to jobs.
Well, the other problem is if the businesses can no longer afford to expand, then they're not going to be raising that money for the affordable housing anyway, because they're not going to expand.
That's exactly it, and it's going to really stall progress in San Diego. Now, Carlsbad is drooling over the idea.
Sure.
I talked to the mayor there. He said, we're going out to a lot of businesses in San Diego saying, come to Carlsbad. We don't have that job killer tax.
All right. All right, so if you get the signatures, and you need them by the 23rd of this month, like 2 weeks.
We have to get 34,000 valid signatures, which means you have to collect about 50,000, and then it goes to the ballot. The council can either decide not to do it, or it can go to the next regular election, which would be in June.
In June, yes, yet another election. So just by virtue of the fact of collecting 34,000, it might put the fear in the council to say, why bother with the election, let's just overturn it?
Yeah, it certainly sends them a signal that this is not popular with anybody, and all the polling shows that people would rather have a job than have government programs. Everybody wants jobs. They're not interested in the government helping them out necessarily.
Sure. All right. Well, you're going to be out and about, I know, for the next couple of weeks.
Well, I will.
Your troops will be out.
People can go to stopthejobstax.org, find out where petitions are available, find out where we'll be on the weekend so they can come out and sign that. We really encourage registered voters in the city of San Diego to sign the initiative.
You know what's funny to me, though? How they come up with these funny names for these things. This is called a linkage fee.
Linkage fee, and the linkage was supposed to be that you need affordable housing for people who work there. Yeah. We don't even think it's legal under Prop 26, and that's the other part of the challenge that will go forward. Yeah. It's been struck down in other states so far, in Florida. This is a tax that simply makes no sense whatsoever.
All right. Well, as you move forward, we'll see you out there in the streets.
All right.
Stand out in front of those.
I'll be out in front of the Vons.
You'll be out in front of the Vons again. All right. Former Mayor Jerry Sanders, thank you.
Thank you, Dan.
Great to see you.